This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Like I said, I said an hour. It's going to fly by in like 5 minutes. Watch this. Right?
Okay.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G. And welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. I'm so excited to get into it with this next guest because I've only been begging him to come onto the show for years and years and years. And you know what? I really think 2025 is the year that everybody's like not being scared of me anymore and they're coming onto the show. They're facing their fears, which I'm super grateful for. So before I get into it with my next guest, I definitely want to use this opportunity to thank Rogue Media Network and Brazos for producing this episode of The Public Affair. And I want to thank you all so much for like sharing and subscribing and watching every episode. They're tuned in every single week. I truly appreciate it. My last episode did so well. All the episodes always do really, really well. So I'm super grateful for that. Thank you guys so much. Now, before we continue, I definitely want to just stop it. I'm just giving a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by my boy, David Santabañez with Linear Real Estate. He's the #1 sales agent and his office continues to be after more than 5 years, as long as he's been sponsoring The Public Affair. So big shout out to David Santabañez. If you guys don't know how to buy a house, you're ready to start looking for a house, you don't know where to start, hit up my boy David Santabañez with Linear Real Estate. He's going to make sure you are involved in every single step of the process, step by step, and make sure that you get the best deal on a brand new, or what, sell your home, whatever. He's got you. Listen, David is the #1 sales agent at Linear Real Estate, making him to go easy to work with. Y si habla español también. So my boy David, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, now this is giving dinner. Hello. To Nico Armstrong. Well, Armstrong's Bayou Cafe, serving the most authentic Creole Cajun cuisine with a wide selection of signature crab cakes, pasta, seafood, and more. Listen, I'm about to go try the loaded seafood potato. Never tried it before. I'm going to try it after the recording. Super excited. I always go for the pasta. I always go for the fried shrimp. It's delicious. It's giving. I love it so much. Their top recommended is the fried catfish special. I always eat the... listen, I had it the other day. Delicious. You guys have to go try them out. Union Hall, Union Grove. And you can also book for catering as well. Armstrong's Bayou Cafe. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Blue Star RV Services with my boy Manny Guerrero, who I just spoke to before he wanted this show to go good. He said, I hope this show goes good for you. I said, thank you, Manny. You're the best, bro. He's a mobile RV tech. Him and his team can fix all RVs, travel trailers, victory store houses, and so much more. They deal with the warranty company, so you guys don't have to pay them their small service fee. They will come out if you guys have a horse trailer as well, or a food truck too. Because listen, me and Jonathan, we're hungry. We don't want to wait on the fries. We want them right now. You know what I mean? And the fryer is broken. Just call Blue Star RV Services. They're gonna come to you. Manny Guerrero, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, my boy Jeff Davis, the Texas car plug at University Mazda Kia. Hit him get the best deal on a brand new or pre-owned vehicle. No credit, bad credit, whatever credit, he's got you. No matter what the finances look like, he's gonna make sure you're rolling off the lot looking spiffy, spoiled, happy. He's got you. Jeff Davis is the guy to call when you're looking for a new vehicle. He's gonna make sure he's got you right. Jeff Davis, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. You see that? See, there's sometimes I mess up too.
Yeah.
So we all mess up in life sometimes, you know. Little
live and learn. Yeah.
Listen, first of all, who are you? I thought you were texting over there, you bitch.
No.
I told you, okay?
No.
I've waited so long. There will be zero distractions.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, listen.
Okay, got you.
Can I give some backstory?
Sure.
I reached out to Jonathan Garcia, who is my next guest on The Public. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
JG's Lawn Care, who's booked and busy right now.
Yes.
Not sure if he's taking clients, but he is booked and busy.
Absolutely.
Okay, good. So I think I asked you what, like 4 years? It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
It's been a really, really long time. And then you gave me the no. But then, you know what? You did come on as an advertiser for a whole minute. So thank you very much. Yeah. And so he advertised with me for a whole hot minute. He said, Andrew, we're going to go down there. He invited me to the house. And no man has ever bought me a pair of shoes, but he bought me these shoes right here.
Yeah.
Thank you for these Metcons. You see, now I saved them for when you came on.
That's crazy.
No, I did. You see how sparkly white they are? Don't play.
They look brand new.
Now, Jonathan, I did wear them one other time on the show, but then I was like, I got to save them for Jonathan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'm so grateful that you're here. Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Everybody, welcome my very special guest, Jonathan. How do you feel about being here, bro? Why'd you make me wait so long?
Just wasn't I don't know. I guess I was still in the process of figuring it out,
Okay.
and I was big, so.
I was going to say, you look real good.
I'm trying.
No, how
I'm
much
trying.
weight have you lost?
It's over 100 pounds
Bro,
already. Yeah.
now what I like about the way you look right now is that you're still on that daddy status.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still got that, like
I'm always be Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I like
For
that.
sure. Yeah.
You look like you're still good enough to snuggle in the wintertime.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so no, over 100 pounds, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That couldn't have been the main reason why you didn't want to get on camera.
I mean, really, it was honestly just
Really?
being so, I just was not happy with myself. You know what I mean? So,
Well, maybe that's an important conversation. What do you think made you be the way that you were? Like, was there a lot of unhappiness going on in your life at the time?
I mean, I think just life,
Okay.
life, depression, stuff like that. It just happens,
Yeah.
and life be life, and but for the most part, I just, decided to get it back together. I
Right.
didn't want that whole situation, none of the obesity and
Sure.
sugar addictions to just
Hmm.
take over my life like they did. I wanted my life
Uh,
back.
Now,
So
you did cook for me when I went to your house just a few months ago, and you
yeah,
served me a lot of meat.
yeah, of
Yeah,
course, of
that
course.
wasn't giving weight loss.
Course. Yeah, no, no, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I love cooking, man.
Do
I
you?
love cooking.
You're a
Love
griller.
that grill.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that
Hey,
grill.
I didn't know that Tony is your brother.
Yeah,
Tony
absolutely.
used to
Yeah.
sponsor the podcast too. Big shout out
Yeah,
to Tony.
yeah. Shout out to my
Yeah.
bro. He's a realtor as well.
Hmm.
He's got some stuff going on right now. He's
He's doing good.
doing good.
He's doing real good.
good. Yeah.
Congratulations to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten about no Tony. Tony was
Yeah.
there in the old days when I first started. We were
Yeah.
all starting
Yeah, he
out.
told
Yep.
me. He told me.
He used to give me
Yeah.
some crumbled up ones.
Oh yeah? I
I
don't
used
want
to
to
go
get
to the
involved.
strip club.
Yeah, I don't want to get involved.
No, I don't know. He never asked me to back it up on him or nothing like that. He was
I
very
don't want to get
respectful.
involved.
Now, Jonathan, I know that I know I'm spicy. I know I'm very tempting. I know I'm a temptress. You know what I mean? But I know how to keep it professional.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Well, listen. Now you're from here.
Yeah.
What was your experience in Waco growing up?
Oh man, just man, it was for the most part it was okay.
Yeah.
I grew up all right. It was I'm a university kid,
Sure.
so middle and high and whatnot, but it was okay for the most part. I mean, it's what you make it. Growing up, I was a lot of trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
I was a lot of trouble, juvenile and stuff like that. So it was.
Was there something that contributed to that? Because when I met Tony doesn't seem like that. Tony seems like he's cool. Now, or is he deceiving
Yeah.
me?
No, Tony. I don't want to get involved.
Okay, no, yeah, don't get involved. That's fine. Yeah.
I don't want to get
No,
involved.
okay, so then go back to yourself. What do you think contributed to that?
I mean, really, just the people who I was around,
Mhm.
the lifestyle I chose to live.
Absolutely,
Nobody
okay.
chooses who the lifestyle you pick. Just you. I
Mhm.
chose a lifestyle that wasn't really just right for me. You know what I mean?
I like your choice of words. The
Yeah.
lifestyle I chose.
Yeah,
Because everybody's
absolutely.
quick to blame everybody
Yeah,
else
no.
for the reason why they're
Yeah.
in predicaments that they're in, for
Yeah,
that matter.
absolutely.
Yeah. Did you finish though? Like, I mean, with school?
Yeah,
were
I
you
graduated.
You graduated and
Yeah.
everything. Okay, got
Mhm.
you. But you
I didn't
just-
graduate from university.
Okay.
I ended up graduating from Stars.
What's
Because
that?
it was a
Is that the
basically
alternative school?
No, I did
Oh.
go to alternative. I mean,
No, yeah,
it was bad. Stars was basically just like a credit based program. Just help you get your credits to
I did
graduate
something
and
like
stuff.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Except Midway, they didn't call it Stars.
yeah.
They had to be more sophisticated. They
Yeah.
called it Excel.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course,
Yeah.
always got to be extra.
Now, Tony. Oh my God, Tony's talking about us. My titties
Yeah,
are itching. I'm sorry. Hey, listen, now,
That's
Jonathan.
funny.
Just to kind of fast forward, right? Because you mentioned that you were a bit of a troubled child. You know what I mean? And you were getting into a lot of trouble, a lot of
Yeah.
delinquency, and
Mhm.
it kind of maybe led up to you had a small stint in jail.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. What was that experience like for you?
So, the penitentiary was kind of like, I felt like it was a stepping stone for me, kind of made me who I am today. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, I realized what was important, and that's just being out here, being able to provide for your family.
Yeah, for sure.
I chose to do something different when I came home because, there's a lot of talent in the penitentiary. You know what I mean? A lot of
okay.
talent, a lot of wasted talent, and it's
Sure.
it kind of sucks to see that. But, I got closer to God in the penitentiary, as everybody says they do. But
Right. You
that was
really did.
really kind of, it was an experience for me that I feel kind of, made me who I am. I told myself, they let me out, I'm gonna hit the ground running.
Hmm.
And that's what I did. You know what I
Now,
mean?
now, what can you tell us a little bit about the penitentiary, though? Because, we see a lot of TV and there's always mixed signals, right? So
Yeah.
people are telling me that I can walk around and do whatever I want,
Yeah.
just like to an extent, you know what I mean? And then some people are making it sound like that it's super dangerous and I got to watch my back at all times. How would you think
Yeah.
my experience at the penitentiary would be if I ever had to go?
I mean,
Andrew G's.
oh God, I think, I don't know, man. It's crazy because, it depends where you're at. You know, if there's transits and then there's, ranches. You know, you hit a rancho, you ain't gonna be, just mobbing around. You're gonna belong to somebody. You know what I mean? But
Listen, Jonathan, as soon as I get in there, who's my daddy? We're not doing this. Who do I belong to immediately?
yeah,
I can't, all right?
you ain't gonna have no choice. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. I already know. I know that you think
Yeah.
they're going to fight over this, is what you're saying?
I don't want to get involved. I'm gonna be on the other side.
But darling, no, you have to have my back in there.
I don't want to get involved.
What if we end up there together for some reason? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? You have to have my back. You have to be like, you were on the public affair.
Yeah, I don't want to get involved. I'm like, have at it.
Bro, you're a hoe. You're supposed to defend me, okay? No, listen, I always did say, I don't think that I'd ever do anything to land myself in that predicament.
No,
I like to stay out of trouble. But if for some reason something ever happened.
Staying out of trouble is one thing, not getting caught's another.
Oh.
You know.
What was your circumstance?
No, I'm talking about like you. Whenever I made that Facebook post, oh my God.
Wait, which Facebook post?
The one about you in my DMs.
Oh, yeah.
That like brought out some gentlemen. And I was like, for one, I hope don't none of these fools try to slide in my DMs.
Wait, when you say gentlemen, you talking about like the gay guys?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, it did get a lot of reaction.
Yeah,
it did get a lot of reaction.
Yeah.
Now, some of the guys they were playing though, because Kutis is my boy.
I'm not talking about the guys that were commenting.
Oh.
Yeah, so like I didn't put two and two together.
Okay.
So I was at the gym and I had posted a selfie of me in my muscle shirt just sweating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were.
And then I made that post about you in my DMs, and then all of a sudden on my story, I get all these views from all these men. I mean, you'd be surprised. Whenever you tell me stuff like married men and this, I was like, who are all these guys?
Hold on. Before you continue, though, please make sure these people know I never exposed nobody to you.
Yeah, no.
I never named
want to
names.
get it. No, I don't.
And the only reason why I say that, too, is because I made a joke about the T app yesterday, and then people were talking about how they're going to expose, like, gay men.
Yeah.
Just before we continue with the joke, guys, that is something that I would never, ever do. Exposing somebody's sexuality. It's hard enough coming out as gay. I don't care what these dudes do, like, whatever. That is something I would never be involved in. Keep me out. Like, I do what I do on the side. I like to keep that discreet.
Yeah.
But it's nobody's business. Now, for Jonathan's context, he did make a post that said, like, no, he was just like, I wish, it was something along the lines of, I wish.
I said, I wish somebody else was in my DMs other than Andrew Gomez. Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So wait, did any dudes try to sign your DMs?
Did what?
Did any dudes ever try to slide in your DMs after
No,
that?
heck no.
But, sometimes Jonathan, listen, I've been telling Jonathan he needs to come try the man pond for just a second. A second.
The guys that were looking at my story, though, I knew they were funny because they ain't never looked at my story. So when I tagged you in that, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Because I didn't really realize how many people low-key just, and I'm like, hey, I wanted to make another post. Don't look here. Y'all keep on going.
But Jonathan, isn't it okay to just look and not touch? What if we're just looking?
I don't want to get involved when it comes to me.
Listen.
At all.
Some guy, like, what if they're there to compliment you? You know what I mean?
I don't want it. Not from them anyway.
You don't want to? Listen, Jonathan, okay, so what you're saying is, hold on, this is getting good. I forgot. How did I forget about that? I didn't forget about it. I knew I wanted to bring it up. Because the gag is, right, that low-key I have been sliding in Jonathan's DMs. I've been sliding in his DMs because I'm trying to get him to, did you try some different flavor? But then honestly, it was always very professional.
Yeah,
it was always very professional when I DM'd you, and I did make quite a few jokes with you.
Yeah,
out of being funny.
I'm
but
okay with it. I'm comfortable. In my sexuality.
I would like to talk to you about that as a heterosexual man, right? I mean, and we're friends.
Yeah,
and I guess one of the reasons why I want to talk to you about it is because I'm at this point in my life right now, Jonathan. And we're gonna get back to you, I promise. But I want to share this with you publicly.
Yeah,
I'm at a point in my life right now where I'm barely acknowledging that some people, guys mainly, are weird about being around me because of my sexuality. And you can attest because I've been to your house.
Yeah.
And we've done business together. And I feel like we've had like a really good relationship these last few years. I know like, I feel like I would say for the most part, I'm pretty respectful. Like, while I've made jokes with you, I've never sent you a video of myself doing anything inappropriate. I've never asked you for, to clarify, I've never asked you for nothing inappropriate neither. Do you know what I mean? And so I wonder for you, what is your intake on a relationship with a gay man? And I really want you to be honest, please.
Like a friendship.
Yeah.
So this is a deal for me. Like it's not new to me because I have a relative, you know what I mean, a really close, my other brother, you know what I mean. He's gay, and you know, if I look at anybody else wrong for, you know, their sexuality, I'd have to look at him the same way. So therefore, you know, my love for my brother, I don't care about that. You know what I mean? That's my brother, and it is what it is. Right. I mean, I've hung out with him. He's taken me to gay bars, and I have had guys like, hey, you know, and I'm like, look, I'm just with my bro. You know what I mean? So, but that's pretty much it. I think that gay people like are the most fun. Yeah. They love to drink. They love to party, you know, stuff like that. So, but I mean, that was back in the days where I was kind of drinking and stuff like that, you know, You were
even reserved about having the mimosa today.
Yeah,
you were. So thank you for having that. I was just, you know, no, but honestly, I wanted to ask you because, and I was talking to somebody about it earlier today, and I was like, it's just weird. Like, I know that has existed. In my life for a long time, but at 34, can we get over it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like y'all can be cool with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I think it's, I don't know. I don't see a problem with it at all. You know, just being cool. You know, if somebody like consistently tries to talk to you or, you know,
like be inappropriate.
Yeah, stuff like that, then that's whenever it's like, look, you know, but for the most part, everybody's just cool.
That's
you know,
it.
I ain't never seen a problem with it.
So for the record, to make it clear, while he did make the joke, I admittedly did say that if Jonathan ever wanted to come to the man pond for just a second, that I would be available. But I never pushed myself on him. I never did. Listen, okay, well, thank you for clarifying that. Listen, I kind of want to move on, you know, to JG's Lawn Care. First of all, congratulations to your longevity.
Thank you.
You have been doing so great with your business. And I'm just so, you know, one of the very earliest conversations that I can recall was when you signed on to advertise with me. Sure. You guys, I remember Jonathan just hitting me up and said, we got to make this bread together, blah, blah, blah. I loved your charismatic just ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you find being that way in business has proved successful for you or contributed to your success?
So, I mean, I'm going to put it to you this way. I used to tell myself and tell, like, myself really, it's like I'm self-made, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like once I started, you know, transitioning my life into, you know, being a believer, I realized who gave me that glory, you know what I mean? So, and that's God. But I honestly can't tell you that I did it because, you know, it's like, you know, you put him first and then everything else just follows. And that's kind of, that's kind of where it's at with me. You know, I just wanted to cut grass on the side. I bought a mower to, you know, just to on my days off because I was at Mars. I bought a mower to just kind of cut grass on the side, and then, you know, it just started taking over my life.
That's so good.
Yeah.
You know, and that's great too. And I wanted to ask you because, you know, with a job like Mars, shout out to Mars, I have a lot of friends that work at Mars. You know, that's almost like a secure job. You know what I mean? For to somewhat speak.
Yeah.
When you make the decision to leave corporate America and go into like landscaping, cutting grass, that's a bit of a risk, Jonathan.
No, for real.
I wonder, was that a struggle for you in the beginning, bro?
So no, I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't. I didn't like Mars. My boss was, you know.
Hold on, wait, because can I just say real quick too, because I know you're being modest, right? But Jonathan do got that mouthpiece on him though. Jonathan will cut you with words, okay? Because you definitely made some posts.
I don't want to get involved.
No, you know who you reminded me of is David, Daniel's brother. David Sanchez. Because when me and Daniel were talking about sleeping with each other on the show, allegedly, David kept saying, you keep saying I don't want to get involved. And David said, I'm about to leave. Or what he said, I'm about to walk out. So that was his statement. No, but you do have that little mouthpiece on you. I think that was one of the earliest memories that I have of you before we got to know each other. Yeah. Those them posts that used to be like, well, this guy is got it going on.
Yeah.
No, okay, but so you weren't really, it wasn't working out for you there. Maybe not anything to do specifically with the boss. Maybe it did. But but so what made you make the decision to be like, fuck this, I'm gonna do this by myself. Like
The
I'm gonna be my own
politics,
boss.
you know,
Okay.
the politics at Mars were just crazy. You know, daddy's boys. You know, daddy's in position, so my boss is younger than me because his dad is in position. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It was
I see.
But long
Okay.
story short, you know,
Yeah.
that's neither here nor there.
Right.
Business started growing. And whenever whenever I fell into that position of, man, I'm making, because Mars is like 3 on, 3 off sometimes,
Okay.
that was our schedule when I was there.
Right.
In the 3 off, I was making what I'd make in 2 weeks at Mars. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay. And then while I'm at Mars, I'm constantly getting calls that, hey, we need
While
this
you're at
and that.
work.
Yeah. And I'm
Okay.
like, okay, well, let me add you to the schedule. And I was kind of losing money here and there because people wanted it today, which
Yes.
now you ain't getting no today business. You know what I mean? At
Jonathan,
all.
okay.
I'm just so busy. I wish I could,
Sure.
but it's just, so that's just how it happened, man. It just started coming in and I was like, you know what? I don't like my boss and business here is coming in, I'm gone. So,
for sure.
it is what it is.
What was it scary for you at first though? Because
It's always scary.
but that's what I'm saying too.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing too, like days like when it rains, you're kind of out of work for the most
yeah.
part. And there's times where I guess in the winter time is when you might slow down as well. I mean, nobody really needs their grass cut when it's cold outside and there's snow on the floor. You know what I mean? So on times like that, did it ever make you think about throwing in the towel?
Of course.
Yeah.
So there ain't nothing about it, that's easy. I can tell you that. I thought, hey, I'm gonna go be my own boss and, sit at the house and chill and let other people make money for me. I've been grinding myself every day, with my guys. I'm on the truck constantly. So it's not it's not nothing like what I thought. But, as long as you're willing to put in the work, the blessings will come with it. You know what I mean? And so I just kind of stay dedicated and motivated to it. I learned from my mistakes in the first year. And then, in the winter, it wasn't really too slow for me. I kind of decided to start the construction. I have JG's construction as well.
Yes, that's right.
And so we're doing roofs, we're doing installation, foam installation, remodeling, stuff like that. And I, got some guys together and we started hustling. So I had it coming in, every which way I could. That's just how we roll.
You want me to work for you? I could be your private PR.
No, I'm good. I've been doing a lot. I've been doing a lot on my own, and I get people all the time like, "Hey, you need somebody to come do this and do that." I'm just, I'm a little bit. I'm trying to figure out a way to make that possible without somebody being in my pockets and knowing exactly how much we're making and stuff like that.
100%,
So
100%.
one day. I'll get there.
Just keep me in, in your notebook. Just
for sure.
Can I ask you a question before we go to break? And it's almost like a back-ended question.
Sure.
Do you feel that your time in the penitentiary, right? Because I think when people are there, it's a major hindrance in life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looking back at the time that you were there and where you are now as a business owner and, getting all these contracts and stuff like that, do you feel like your time in the penitentiary somewhat contributed to your success now and how you see things?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't spent that time there. We're in Waco. There's a lot of ignorant people, a lot of situations you can be in, that you can, it's a choice. Waco's what you make it.
Yes.
You can be out here doing this or you can be there doing that. Waco's exactly what you make it. So I feel like prison kind of transformed my thinking into what can I do to succeed in life instead of what can I do to, be back where I was.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So.
Well, listen, you're doing so good, and I'm so happy, and I want to get more into it in just a little bit. There's a little things that might get a little bit too real here in the next segment, okay? But we're going to take a quick break, Jonathan, okay? When we get back, you guys, we're going to have more of my very special guest, Jonathan Garcia, who I'm so glad is here on The Public Affair. We're going to refill these mimosa glasses, and we're going to get more into his business here shortly, so make sure you guys stay tuned.
I don't want to get involved.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this exciting episode of The Public Affair. My very special guest, Jonathan Garcia, is in the building. JG's Lawn Care, JG's Construction. I waited so long for this. Now listen, before we continue, I'm just going to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by Julian and Anabando at Bandas Hauling Service. That's right. They rent dump trailers. You fill it up, they haul it away. They also do junk removals and tree bush removals, and they haul cars in and out of town. If the car breaks down out of nowhere, they will come tow you. He's super dependable. He's super reliable. Love that guy. And listen, if you guys are having one of those big giant Mexican parties, or if you guys are doing your own cleaning at the house, he has roll-off dumpster services as well. Listen, he's the GOAT. He's the best. He's everything. He's an icon. Bandas Hauling Service. Julian and Anabanda, thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Oh my goodness, you guys. I went to Chefito's Kitchen last week. I got the chicken saidado. Oh my goodness. Listen, Adriana Gutierrez, serving the best in Latin cuisine. I'm talking about arroz con gandules, Cuban sandwiches, plátano maduro. They got chicken saidado. They got tacos, street tacos. They got everything from Cuba, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Cuba. I said Cuba already. Colombia, Costa Rica. You guys, the best Spanish food in town exists at Chefito's Kitchen. You guys can go check them out at Union Grove or ask for catering as well. Chefito's Kitchen, thank you so much for all you do for me in the public affair. Excuse me, of course, to Elite Barbershop. With my boy Sid Rodriguez. Now listen, Sam Ceballos cut my hair today. Hello. All right, because I had to reschedule for Jonathan. I wanted to make sure I looked all cute for you. Okay, I'm just saying, yes, I had to reschedule my haircut for today. All right, listen, they're located at 135 North Hewitt Drive, Suite 121. You can call the number on the screen or download the Squire app. Walk-ins are welcome as well. They have Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Isai Reyes, Sam Ceballos, and Kayla Chapa, and Sidro Rodriguez, making you look at snacks I have for more than 200. And I lost count. Just like Jonathan's losing count of the number of contracts he has, I lost count of the number of episodes I got. Yeah. The Lead Barbershop, thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode. And of course, to Soko Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez. They offer team, small group, and individual skills training and superb skills training to make your kids superb star athletes and some of the best daycare services here in town. If you guys need your kids to be doing something that is active and social and beneficial to their mental health and their physique, Soko Soccer Academy is something that I highly recommend you get your kids involved in, because those are 100% trusted staff and they're fantastic. Soko Soccer Academy, Dominic Gutierrez, Ariana Gutierrez, I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you so much for all the support that you give me and the show, right guys? I've been super excited. Oh, you know what, Jonathan? I should do an ad for you too.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to do an ad for you. Hold on. Oh, I still have it written down. Hold
wow.
on. How about a big shout out and honorable mention to JG's Lawn Care, my boy Jonathan Garcia. Contact for all lawn services, including mowing, weed eating, edging, tree trimming, and so much more. He offers competitive pricing and will travel anywhere and get your property looking absolutely right. Follow him on Facebook at JG's Lawn Care Waco. JG's Lawn Care, Jonathan Garcia is finally in the building and one of the best landscapers in town. Thank you so much for coming on the show and all the support that you've given the public affair. I truly appreciate it. That was off the dome. Don't play with me.
Absolutely.
That was off the dome.
That's
all right.
good
Cheers
stuff.
to that. Yes.
Cheers.
I should be a freestyle rapper.
Yeah.
Okay. Now listen, we talked about DMs earlier. Okay. Who's more in your DMs, guys or girls? I just want to know.
Oh, definitely girls. There's
girls?
no guys. There's
Yeah.
no guys.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
No,
Because you're
positive.
giving is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And it's a compliment from one
Yeah.
friend to another. Your body's giving. I know you don't
Yeah.
think that's what's in right now, but that's what we're looking for right now.
Yeah.
The Abercrombie and Finch models, they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was early 2000s.
Yeah, Big
So-
Boy's been in since 2010.
Yeah,
you hear
big,
me?
oh yeah, Big Boys has been in. That's
Yeah.
that's what I go for.
Yeah,
But, you know.
yeah, definitely.
Wait, have you had a guy slide in your DMs before?
No.
Not besides me.
No, never.
Jonathan, you are such a lie.
I promise.
You
never,
bro.
Never.
How do you anyway, no, let's not ask that. I don't want to get you in trouble. Hey, do you have any regrets sometimes leaving corporate America to going to your own business?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Yeah.
No.
What are some of the cons? You know, here and that was too fast. People look at you, right? They
Mhm.
see JG's Lawn Care, and you know, you just signed on all these amazing contracts, which congratulations to you,
Thank you.
right?
Thank
Very
you.
well deserved. People only see that though.
Yeah.
That's all we see.
Yeah.
And we don't see the blood, sweat, and tears behind the scenes.
Sure.
What are some of the cons that you can share with us about running your own business?
Oh man. So you know, I would say definitely being that I'm a solo owner, you know, I have no financial help. You know what I mean? It's basically I'm paying for everything to run. You know, so no loans,
Yeah.
the equipment, all the upkeep of it, stuff like that. It's literally all me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So there's no franchises, there's nobody backing me.
Right.
You know, it's me. And throughout the years, as you know, I've grown. You know, you can never go broke because you always have to keep money to keep moving. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's kind of been a struggle, you know, because of, you know, certain things that I went through in life to, you know, get where I'm at. It's taken some, you know, there's weeks where, you know, in the past where I'm paying my guys and going home with a little bit of nothing. You know what I mean? Just to make sure everybody's eating. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because it's
That's
like,
a
you know,
sacrifice.
yeah.
That's a
So,
big sacrifice. And you got your
but
own family to take care of.
yeah,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, you know, it's it is what it is. You
Yeah,
know,
for
it's
sure.
it's next week. We just gotta hit it harder and
Hit
do
it
it
harder.
again. You know, so it's not all peaches and cream.
No.
You know, like everybody thinks. And being a solo owner, I don't wanna be in debt. You know what I mean? I just wanna, you know, gross. That's all I'm focused on.
You know, I can recall a post that you made about, I think, one of the machines going out while you guys
Yeah.
were working, and then abruptly you have to go buy another machine, which I'm sure costs close to thousands of dollars. If I'm
Yeah,
not,
sure.
you know what I mean?
Sure.
Maybe hundreds. Either way, that's still unexpected expenses that you have to pay. So,
Yeah.
are you having to? I mean, do you have the ability to maybe put some money away for a rainy day like that? Or?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So you're always
Absolutely.
prepared.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
absolutely.
you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, right, Jonathan? Because I have this, I'm battling with this in 2025. We talked a lot about people not wanting to work.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh God.
It's hard to. Oh wait, hold on a second. Before I get into that, how many people ask you for money, but nobody asks you if you want help cutting the grass?
Oh my God.
I talked about that with Big Deucey, who was on the show, Turkey Leg
Yeah.
Trap.
Yeah.
And he said that. He said that, you know, mad people asking for money. He's like, listen, I'm running the Turkey Leg Trap by myself. You want to come over here and help, and I'll pay you?
They ain't doing it.
They don't want to do that.
Deucey gonna be the last one to say.
Don't you love
nah,
Deucey?
Yeah.
I love his
Heck
East
yeah.
Waco accent. It's so great.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. He's good
Oh, and
people.
you know who else your boy's with is Big Chad.
Oh, that's my brother.
I
that
love
ain't my
him.
boy. That's my brother. Man.
Yeah.
So you know, in the whole process of this business stuff, you know, there ain't too many people that I can say, hey, you know, I need you to look out for me. You know what I mean? Or you know,
Like
hey,
a safety cushion.
yeah, none of that. You know, my boy Josh, I gotta give it up to him. You know, Josh Rosales, and Chad, my brother Tony, you know, my mom. They're the ones that are really supportive and help me out when I need it. You know what I mean?
That's so you have to have that support
Yeah,
system. Josh
yeah.
Rosales, I think I invited him on the public affair.
Oh yeah,
I think I have.
Yeah.
He's the ex-military guy.
yeah,
Yeah. I
Yeah.
invited him. Tell him to bring his house on. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for
yeah,
sure.
no, that's so good. Yeah, and I love Big Chad too. We
Yeah.
actually gave him a shout out on the last episode.
I
Because,
seen you and Mike. Yeah,
yeah, we did. I love
Yeah.
how black Chad is. I really do.
yeah. Chad Blacker. Black.
He's
I'm talking
blacker
about,
than
man.
any black person.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
He's so funny. You know,
He's
Chad.
great. He's good
Chad.
people.
Let me tell you something about Chad.
Yes, please.
And I know him personally. If anybody know, I know him personally. You know, we're together every day. I could tell you this. He got one of the biggest hearts.
He does. I can.
Out of,
Yes.
you know, I mean, his heart is gold. You
Right.
know what I mean? Because
Right.
and you don't find that every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Wherever he's at, he's showing love. You know,
Right.
he got haters. He
Oh,
got haters. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna come the wrong way though. You
Right,
know,
right.
because he got people.
He got
you know what I'm saying?
peoples, yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this. He got a heart
He
that
does.
is rare. You know what I mean?
I don't want to give specifics, but he did call me one time, like to offer help with something.
That's how he
And
is.
he just did that.
how he
At the
is.
time, I did decline. But at the end of the day, the fact he did that.
Yeah.
He did that out of the blue.
Yeah.
He did that out of the blue. Thank God
Yeah.
I didn't need the help at the time.
Yeah.
But he did that out of
Yeah.
the blue.
Yeah.
Like did not hint, no nothing. So
Yeah.
when you say he has a big heart, I 100% agree with
That's
you.
my bro, man.
Yeah,
That's my
he's
bro.
good people.
Anybody around me, like you know, my boy Angel, with he has his own lawn service too.
Okay.
Service first. He's always willing to help. I'm like, hey, I just got this 13 acres. You know, I need some guys. He's like, where's that? Let's roll. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
good
So
deal, yeah.
it's you know, I got my circle is small, but my circle
is loyal.
will get it done.
Yeah,
you know what I
sure,
mean?
for sure.
Regardless. So
I love that you have that too. And I think that's important. We all have to have that.
yeah.
We all have to have a solid circle around us.
Yeah.
I don't care what people say. That people always, oh no, I run solo, I do this and that. No, you got to have somebody there when the times get tough. Everybody has to. So I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
And big shout out to Big Chad because I do like him. I like him a lot. He was on the show.
Love you, bro.
Yeah, he's so great. And I wish I can be blacker than him sometimes. I do, even though I'm Puerto Rican.
Not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
And wait, okay, we're gonna move on. I love how he embraced he is in Black culture too, because we live in a time of controversy where people would be like, oh, he's being like a caricature, but that's him.
That's him.
That's him.
That's
like 100%. I love that guy. He's great.
Yeah.
Okay, now back to people not wanting to work.
Yeah.
But do you think that it's people not wanting to work, or do you think it's hard to find dependable people? Do you think that you guys, as the employers, are being too picky?
No, heck no.
Okay.
Definitely not that. I mean, so in my line of work, I'm what you call a blue collar. You know what I mean?
Sure.
We're outside, we're working in this heat, getting stuff done. It's hard. It ain't easy. You know what I mean? So I've literally seen men cry because they don't want to work. I've seen men throw up. I've seen men like have every excuse in the world of why they got to go. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's just crazy.
While you're in the middle of work?
In the middle of work.
And you probably have to take them back.
So in some cases, yeah. And in some cases, I'm like, if I see it in them, I'm like, just call a ride, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Call a ride, tell them come pick you up. Like it just depends on the situation.
Okay,
you know what I mean? If it's real, I'm there. You know what I mean?
Wait, can I ask a question though? So when somebody's bitching out like that, do you fire them on the spot?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. You're not
doing
cut
it.
out for this.
Yeah,
I don't have time.
I don't play with them.
Does that happen? Has that happened more often than not?
Heck yeah.
Really, Jonathan?
It's hard to find good people. It's really, especially in this heat. In the winter, you'll
Yeah.
find somebody down. Now, I have to do this real quick, and
Okay.
I wanted to do this.
Yes.
In this business, before it all really got good, there's that one person that's going to say, hey, man, if I can come and work with you and help you however I need to, you don't even have to pay me. I just want to see you succeed. That I had that.
Wow.
I had that. Johnny
Wow.
Moe. My boy Johnny, Vessel J on Facebook.
I invited him on the show too.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Johnny Moe, when I first started,
Yeah.
he's like, hey JG, what's up, bro? He goes, I got your skin out, bro. You know what I mean? Because we been in the penitentiary together,
Sure.
stuff like that. So
Sure.
he's like, I got quota for you, bro. So, whatever you need, just let me know and I got you. And I'm like, he's like, and you don't even got to pay me.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm like, no, I'm gonna pay you,
Sure,
but just
sure.
come, So, but he's like, just give me whatever you can.
Okay.
So me and him going out, and we're hitting these yards, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, he's like, you ain't got to give me nothing. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna pay you.
Yeah, for sure.
But I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we all need that one person in starting to, and I feel like if he didn't help me the way he did in the beginning, I wouldn't be where I'm at. You know
Wow,
what I
big
mean?
shout out to him.
Big shout out to my boy Johnny.
I don't think we've met in person. We've only talked on social media.
Good
but
dude.
Very good dude. Yeah, he's always been
good
very
dude.
kind to me.
He don't
very
play
respectful.
either. My boy,
Does he get down?
He don't play.
Okay, I haven't seen that side of him. I'm scared.
Yeah, he don't play.
Okay.
That's my boy. I don't mess around with no weasels. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
What about me? We're friends.
I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about,
I'm not no gay shit. Hey, I'm not getting involved.
There you go.
Okay.
Now you're learning. Yeah.
Hey, so here's the good thing. What do you look for when hiring somebody though? Because you have to have somebody that you could trust. And I'm sure there have been. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sure there have been people that you've hired and that you had high hopes for, and then they're calling in the middle of the job like, "Hey, I gotta go." Like, you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So
honestly, in this business, transportation is hard. It's hard to find somebody to want to come and work with you with a car. And,
really?
It makes me feel sorry for the women out here looking for men, because I'm like, y'all got to deal with a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't have to
Like,
say it, but these men are bitches these days.
yeah, man, I wasn't going to say it.
I'm going to say it.
I wasn't going to say it.
I'll say it. I'll say it. These men are some straight up bitches these days. They're more bitchier than me.
I'm a little more humble than that. You know what I mean? But,
No, I am. However, I'll call it for what it is. They don't build men the same way they built men when we were growing up. I'm sorry. They just don't. These men be acting like some straight up ass, pansy ass, panty ass, wearing ass bitches. They do. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. It makes me sick. Now, don't get me wrong. Shout out to some of the guys out there that's still doing for their girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still sacrificing, still putting in that work. I'm just saying, I'm surprised at how much I see on social media these men acting like some punk ass bitches. I am.
It's crazy.
It's just Oh, is that how you roll?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's crazy,
And
man.
listen, I'm a whole gay man that gets on 4s, and
Yeah.
I don't even be acting like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Anyway, okay. So you're saying no? Wait, okay, but hard to find transportation because don't y'all ride around in the same truck?
Yeah, so basically just getting to work.
So they have to come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have a shop. In the morning, the guys just meet me at the shop. They hop in and we roll. Depending on what we're doing, you know, I have three trailers. I have 2 setups. One's a tree trailer, and other 2 trailers are mowing setups.
Okay.
So, you know, one of my guys will use their truck or whatnot, and I'll use mine, and, you know, they'll go get it, and then we'll go get, you know, whatever. So sometimes we separate, but for the most part, we do try to stay together, you know.
Okay.
And the problem with that is the shortage on employees. You know what I mean? Keeping guys that actually want to work, because it's hard. You know, it is.
Do you think you've been through a lot more of employees than you would have liked to? Like,
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Does it get discouraging sometimes?
So knowing business, because you know I'm not new to business.
Sure.
Knowing the business was, if I can get a couple guys that I could just throw a little something to, you know, a little cheap pay, we'll be good. But whenever I landed these big contracts, you know, I decided to hire people that I'd actually have to pay.
Okay.
So whenever that pay changed, the guys became more reliable.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure,
So
sure.
and
Okay, that's fair.
if that makes sense,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. 100%. 100%. Now, you know, I real quick, I just want to touch on this because I have a friend who we talked a little bit about business. Obviously, we do 2 completely different things. Like, he's in a different business than I am. But you know, he told me, I told myself in the beginning, I don't do business with friends. I won't do work for friends. I won't hire friends.
Yeah.
Just the no tea, no shade. He said that's just how I approach business. For you, you know, being in the position that you're in now, and you've got this really successful landscaping business, how do you feel about hiring friends?
Hiring friends, I don't like to do it.
You don't like to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, working for them, stuff like that. Very seldom. I've had a lot of friends and family reach out like, "Hey, we need this, we need that." I don't like to do it. In business, I kind of, you know, so all money ain't good money. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I kind of have my points to where it's like, okay, well, if people want estimates, hey, you know, I hope you're not expensive, and you know, hey, I hope
really?
that, you know,
It's like that?
I just don't do it. I won't
let's
even
not.
go.
Yeah,
you
we're
know,
good. Yeah.
So, the clientele that I have now is, they don't question prices. They don't even ask. You know what I mean?
Don't you love that?
I mean,
they're like, how much?
just,
Write the check, Jorge.
a buddy of mine told me, landscaping isn't a necessity. It's a luxury. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So if you want landscaping done on your property and you want it beautiful, it's not.
Pay for that.
Yeah, you got to pay for that.
Just like you pay for a haircut.
All day
Just like
long.
you pay for them nails.
All day long.
Just like you pay for the pedicure.
Yeah.
The Botox.
Whenever he told me that, I was like, you know, that's true.
That's true. That is
you know,
true.
It's real
100%,
true.
100%.
So I just kind of, you know, stuck with that, and I took myself out of the competition as far as like the guys running around with just trucks and trailers with their solo businesses. Like, you know, that was me at one point, but I wanted to do away with that because, you know, jumping on everybody's Facebook post, oh, I can come give you an estimate and I'll be there. You know, it gets old. I didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? So I tried to get out of the competition by elevating my business. And now, I mean, my phone is it's so constant.
Yeah,
you know
on
what I
our
mean?
break, I thought I was gonna have to pull you off that shit.
You create a brand and you don't never know what's gonna happen, but whenever it actually works,
right, bro,
you're like, wow, you know what I mean?
That's so good. That is so good.
It's a blessing, man.
Absolutely, 100%. I want to talk a little bit about the business mishaps before we go, because you know one thing about like I joked earlier, you got that little mouthpiece on you, right?
Yeah,
and you definitely had to stand your ground sometimes. I don't want to get involved, right? But you know, I'm sure you've been through things where maybe clients don't pay or they're behind on the payments.
Sure.
So when you do a job like that, and you have to school me here, right?
Sure.
Is it something that they pay you monthly, or every time you go out, are you knocking on their door and collecting a check, or how does that all work?
So being in business for as long as I have now, we've developed a reputation that is reliable, dependable. We're on time. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So the clients that I have today are a lot of clients that I've had since I started.
Okay.
And that means something. You know what I
Yeah, for
mean?
sure.
Because I didn't just run through customers left and right. You know what I
Right.
mean? But having the amount, so we have a little over 370 accounts today.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Congratulations.
thank
That
you.
is
But
fantastic.
the what I did was I created a contract and I developed a system to where they actually pay in advance now. So where all of our services are paid on the first of every month.
Oh,
And
okay.
if you don't, basically your money's our motivation to put you on schedule. If you don't pay that month, you're not going to be, put on
Wow.
schedule.
Okay.
So that I'm not sitting here, I'm not a bill collector. I don't want to be chasing people for money.
Sure.
I do have them clients that are a little iffy about contracting, and I don't want to be, committed to something
Binded,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, stuff like that. And they're good customers, good clients. I'll keep
Right.
them around. Hey, well, we'll just come do it as needed. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
And those customers are the ones that just pay whenever we're done and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Now,
But
because Jonathan, when I buy my house, I only need you as needed. You know what I
got
mean?
you,
So
got
just
you.
come to my house and I'll make you guys some lemonade, some cookies,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
some little sandwiches. You know what I mean? If you want, no, I'm just saying it's a little hot outside. If you guys want to take your shirts off and hang off on the porch, you
Oh,
can.
God.
No,
I knew that was
just
coming. I knew it
no,
was
I'm
coming.
just saying, like for a break. You know, it's
Yeah.
Andrew G's house.
So Daniel called me today and he was like, "Hey, I need my yard cut."
Daniel who?
Daniel Sanchez.
I love him.
So listen, you need to go cut his grass.
I
I'm
need to
gonna
go cut
tell
his
you,
grass?
go
Okay.
cut his grass.
You want me
Go
to?
over there. Yeah.
I don't know why Daniel acts like he doesn't want to sleep with me in real life.
I know for sure he does.
Like,
do.
let's just do this, Daniel. Stop it.
I'm
Like, we
telling
joke
you.
about it enough. So, can I tell you something funny?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into so much trouble with this. I don't care. I told him on April Fools.
Uh-huh.
I told him on. Oh God, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I told him on April Fools. I said, let's make a post that we are together, and that we just broke up. And let's have a big giant breakup fight, like for real. Like, I bet we can make it, and then we'll tell everybody April Fool.
And I bet he was like, I don't want to break up though.
But he said he didn't want to do it because I think at the time he might have been in a relationship.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
that,
got
we
you.
could say that about Daniel. He's loyal.
Yeah.
We could definitely say, I guess he's loyal, but he didn't want to do it.
I don't know. He was the first one jumped on that post.
He wasn't he?
He was the first one jumped on that
And
post.
now, okay, to the point it was just like, okay, like he was on the show with his brother, right? I love the Sanchez's.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah,
And I love
absolutely.
Ashley and all of them. But I just want to sleep with him, just see what it's like.
I don't want to get involved.
No, I'm just saying. Now I just want to see what it's
I
like.
feel like
Daniel.
David now. I'm fixing to walk out.
Because we joked about it for so long. I'm like, Daniel, stop being such a pussy. Let's just do this.
I don't wanna get involved.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. That was gay, bro. That was gay. I'm sorry. But make sure that, okay. But anyway, he hit you up.
Yeah.
And just to cut his yard.
You should just go do it, man. I'm just
You want me
saying.
to?
You should.
What should I wear? Do I have to wear the uniform?
I don't want to get involved. Just go do it and tell me when it's done, and I'll collect and give you the money.
I'm not telling you when nothing's done, but he might give you a tip when I get done with that ass.
Oh my God.
No, first of all, big shout out to David and Daniel Sanchez. Daniel Sanchez especially. We joke constantly about sliding in each other's DMs on social media, and now it's just like a running joke, and that's why I like him too, because he knows it's all jokes. You know what I mean? So big shout out to him.
Yeah, they got it going on over there.
Oh
man.
yeah, for sure. Big shout out to them. And again, I've always loved all the Sanchez's. They've been great people to me. But as far as the people, so that's good. You have the contract set in place now and everything.
Yeah.
And there's been some times where you kind of had to get yourself out of the boss status though, because I've seen you definitely go in on some people on social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For not paying you. Do you think, looking back at it now, and I'm asking like for real, because I just for context, I've caught myself getting out of character in recent times. You know what I mean? Like getting on social media and hopping in shit that has nothing to like. I'm like, oh, Andrew, you're better than that. Like, get it together. Do you look back at those posts now and say, maybe I shouldn't have did that, or were you like legitimately defending your brand? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't regret any of it. You know what I mean? Because I really do feel like, hey, because I have a lot of followers on my social media that are customers, and that's kind of my way of letting them know, like, look, man, I'm not a bill collector.
Right.
Pay your payments. If we're doing a service for you, we're clearly providing the service that you want. And I tell all my customers being new, like if I get new customers, hey, being that we're beginning a relationship, if there's something that we can do different, let me know.
That's
Critique
good.
us, because
That's
we're
good.
okay with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
We appreciate the feedback. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So for the most part, that's kind of just how I roll. You know what I mean?
Right, bro.
So
Okay.
Straightforward.
And I'll say this about you too, Jonathan. Every time that we've had an interaction, because we did business together too.
Sure.
And I had no quarrels about doing business with you. I thought business that we did together with the advertising was great.
Yeah.
And I thought you were always very transparent. You were always very attentive when I called you. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Things like that. So I could say on a business standpoint, it was pleasurable doing business with you.
Sure.
100%. So anybody that declines that statement, I'm like, that's not my experience.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I'll
Yeah.
say that. I want to leave off with one thing because we're about out of time. How do you reflect? How do you reflect on your success now from versus where you came from?
I'm humble. I'm thankful. I have a lot of people that look up to me now. You know what I mean? And I don't want to disappoint. My main focus and goal is to remain humble and help whoever I can in any way. I have a lot of people doing the same thing that I do that call me all the time. You know, being in this business, I had to learn it. I didn't know everything, and I still don't.
Right.
But I learned the ups and downs as far as like the seasons, the weeds, the grasses, you know, what treats them, what kills them, I had to learn all of that. And I had to master my craft. You know what I mean?
Right.
So being that I was willing to take those extra steps and really figure out what it is that I was doing, talking to the people the clients and stuff that I have now, if they sense any kind of, he doesn't know what he's talking about. If they sense any kind of, insecurities, and confidence, they're just gonna run away. Like, okay, thank you for your time, bye. But being that that doesn't really happen in my shoes a whole lot, it's almost signed, sealed, and delivered every time.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So
I am so proud of all that you've accomplished.
absolutely.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
grateful that you finally came onto the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
I know it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
And Jonathan, I will say this too, like, aside from buying me these cute shoes that look fantastic on me, that I'll wear at David's house. Or David, excuse me, I'll wear at Daniel's house. Daniel, I don't want actually trying to beat me up now. Daniel's house. I'll wear them when he has my legs in the air. No, I'll say this. No, honestly, Jonathan, I'll say this. In the times that I've known you, you've always been very good. You've always been very kind-hearted to me. Whoever opposes that, I just can't relate. You've always been very good with me.
Sure.
And we've always done really good by each other. And I want to let you know that I'm so grateful that you took the time to come onto the podcast just to promote your business for even just a little bit, give us a little bit of insight on your perspective of things. And I wish you genuinely nothing but the best in your career and everything that you have going on in the future. Honestly, I do.
Thank you.
I do. I just want to let you know that. So, Jonathan, thank you so much. Now, is there any shout outs that you want to give before we go or anything like that?
Man, there's tons.
Okay.
My boy Angel, my boy Chad, like I said, that's my bro.
Yeah.
My mom and Al, they have L&D sports boards. Y'all check them out. They're always hustling. My brother Tony, y'all need a house, holler at my bro. All the boys, Rudy, DSD, Bobby Snell, that's my boy, small head ass, Bert, all the bros, they know who they are. Sorry, Dominique, shout out to my boy D2, he just came home, D2 Hunter, Johnny, like I said, Johnny, you did. My boy Lions, Shane with Lions Lawn Care, just everybody in the lawn business. My boy Mike Trees, everybody that contributes to JG's Lawn Care Waco and that supports all my customers. Like I just want to tell everybody thank you. You know what I mean? That's pretty much everybody that supports, and it's been I'm just grateful, you know what I mean?
That's so good. You're definitely blessed. Now, I know you're booked and busy. I know you got over 300 clients, and again, congratulations to all the recent contract that you just shared on social media. I don't know if I could speak on that publicly, but
you can,
along the lines of like 7-Eleven and all these gas stations and car washes and stuff like that. So big congratulations to you. Are you taking any clients though? Like if we can book you real quick just to squeeze us in when you can, how can we do that?
I mean, we don't ever turn down business. Okay. In the case that we're busy, we are. But for the most part, we do kind of try to. So it's structured. Okay. I'm real structured. I'm okay with business. If you want to call me, call me. I'm gonna do the rest from there. You know what I mean? That's all I can say.
Just give him a call if you need some lawn care. Okay.
Give me a call.
Now, what you are gonna expect and what you can expect, excuse me, is high quality workmanship.
Absolutely.
And punctuality and a fair price.
I got one more shout out. I want to give my dad a shout out. Mario Garcia, DJ Local. He DJs everywhere. It's my pops, man, and he's amazing. You know, Dad, I love you. And you know, he's crazy, man. My dad's
I gotta
crazy.
get connected with him then.
He's crazy.
Yeah, no gay shit. I just want to.
I don't want to get involved.
No. I'm from the radio. You know, I'm with all the DJs. You know.
Yeah. He's crazy, man.
Big shout out to
love
him.
my pops, man.
Yes. Well, Jonathan, thank you again for coming on to the podcast.
Sure.
To everybody that tuned into this episode, thank you guys again so much. I've got more to share with you guys, of course. And if you need a landscaping business, or excuse me, a lawn care business, definitely hit up JG's Lawn Care Services. Follow on social media. My boy Jonathan Garcia would do really good business by you guys, and he's really very easy to talk to and pleasurable to work with. So, Jonathan, thank you again so much for coming onto the show. And to all of you guys, I'm just gonna give a shout just a few more of our sponsors. Of this episode of The Public Affair, of course, to Jeffrey Monreal with Boyo Box and Audio Home for audio LED needs and audio accessories, installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. You know, he put that bass in my car. So that way when I'm like bumping Cheetah Girls when I go to Daniel's house and stuff like that, that way he knows I'm there. You know what I mean? He got the tint in my car just in case Daniel can't have me inside. He can come inside the car to the back seat and nobody will see us. And of course the Starlights as well. Boyo Box and Audio has done all my modifications on all my vehicles that I've ever owned. He's truly the best. Make sure you guys hit him up for a quote. Make sure you guys hit him up for some of the best work that he can do. Jeffrey Monreal, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, my girl, Ana Limones with Hummingbird Party Backdrops and Decor. Call for all party decor, including beautiful bloom props, giving an extra flair to your party or event with a number of wooden backdrops as well. They're customizable. She's fantastic. She's punctual. She pays really good attention to detail. Y se habla español también. Hummingbird Party Backdrops and Decor. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. Of course, I gotta give it to my boy Julio Arriaga with JC Painting and Drywall LLC. Contact for all drywall and beautiful new paint for your property, both commercial and residential. His work is honest, true, and can guarantee 100% satisfaction. They truly live by their slogan. Just imagine, and we can make it happen. Call today with the number on the screen. JC Painting and Drywall LLC. Julio Arriaga, muchas gracias por todo, mi amigo. Te agradezco mucho. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. And to Jonathan, thank you for coming on to the podcast. Absolutely. We only drank one bottle of mimosa, so we're not even drunk.
Yeah, we're
now,
good.
Go get your workout on. You look really good.
Thank you.
Okay, but don't get too skinny, otherwise I'm not going to sign your DMs no more. Okay? And don't forget, guys, if you ever see me out with Jonathan or Daniel Sanchez, no, excuse me, not Jonathan. We're just Daniel Sanchez. And whatever you see us doing at his house, don't forget to always keep it between us. That's it.
That's so funny.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.